Welcome again to another episode from Elite Legions. This video is for you if you think this event is hard. I'm here to teach you how to do it solo without even the need for your teammates. And it's actually very simple compared to the same event that happened way before. This is the easiest. And it's actually very simple. There are just some mistakes that you probably fell into, so without any further ados, let's dig in. The first mistake is do not spawn extra units from the shrines. So we all know that there is a shrine which scale with every time. So the first purchase is 80 leadership, the second is 120, and the third is 160, and the fourth is 200, and so on. So what I'm saying is only spawn once with 80 leadership from each shrine. They do not stack across the map. So the first shrine you see, use the 80 if you want. The second shrine you see, use the 80 if you want, but do not re-roll your units and do not scale the same shrine more than once. And know that there is a limit up to 3 units that you can hold from all shrines across the map. So basically, if you have a unit and you go to the shrine or another shrine and you do not have space in your limit, when you do the shrine, it replaces the old unit with a new one, just wasting your leadership. 2. When you see a red shrine, go for it and do it. Its challenges are actually simple, but really rewarding. It gives you tons and tons of extra leadership. One of them in this map will actually spawn the chariots for you on the D or C point. But this only applies on this map specifically. But let's speak in general. The third common mistake is when you go to the horn, and yes, I'm very precise with my words, the horn, not the normal supply point. I personally do not even use the normal supply point. When you go to the horn, the first thing you should do is to upgrade it twice first, before opening the shop, to get the best of stuff inside. After upgrading twice with around 600 leadership, the first thing you should buy is not the units, it's the buffs. The buff stacks on each other, so when you see 14% lifesteal, buy it. When you see it again, buy it again, okay? Your priority in buying in the shop should be always buffs, unless you see one of the 4 special OP units. And the 4 special OP units are as follows. They are the Witch Healers, they are the Holy Paladins, they are the Blizzard Zweihanders, and the War Rocket Crew. And I did say them in order, by the way. So the strongest is the Witch Healers, followed by the Paladins, followed by the Blizzard Zweihanders, and lastly, I do not recommend at all you getting the War Rocket Crew, because they require cover from your teammates. Just before we move to the next point, one buff that you should always avoid is the double damage half the HP. Okay, this buff is actually bad and really hard to work with, so I really suggest that you skip it. The fourth common mistake is you dying out as a hero. In this mode, you can't die, because when you die, you lose something very important, which is all the buffs you have gathered. So if your unit is defeated, you can simply go change it with another unit and they will still have all the buffs you have gathered. But if you are defeated as a hero, you lose everything. Every single buff is gone. Just a quick explanation for the skills of the OP special units in case people do not know what they are doing. So the Witch Healers literally creates a black hole that draws in all units, all enemy units, and then explodes, dealing massive damage. Doing this skill twice on the hero will just obliterate the hero HP alone without any external help. The second unit is the Holy Paladins. The Holy Paladins create a really good healing aura that also applies burn effect on all enemies. So they heal themselves massively in this area of effect skill, and they heal their friends and you. At the same time, they are dealing burn damage to all surrounding enemies. And for the Blizzard Zweihanders, as I did in the short, they literally release their Bankai. Or let's put it this way. So they just swing their swords twice, releasing a blizzard slash in the air that deals massive damage. However, I would consider them the third best unit because their defense is low, so without the defensive buffs, they will die quickly in your hands. Last but not least, the War Rockets crew. From their name, they literally build 3 War Rockets instead of their normal cannons. And just a little tip here, they cannot move with the War Rockets once they build them. That's why they suck. So to summarize this video for you, here are some tips. 1. Only buy extra units once from each shrine with 80 leadership. And yes, you can get a golden unit if you are lucky enough for only 80 leadership. And I'm not sure if they are connected, but I suggest you doing this after upgrading the shop, the horn shop, twice. 2. Do the red shrine for extra leadership if you need. 3. Upgrade the horn first, then buy all the buffs you can, since they stack on each other, and completely avoid buying units from either the supply point or the horn shop unless you see a special unit in the horn shop. 4. Do not die as a hero or you will lose all the buffs you have collected. That was it. See you soon in the battlefield, warlords.